Last weekend, I decided to go hiking with my friends. We wanted to get away from the city and enjoy nature. Early in the morning, we got all our gear ready and set off for the mountains. The weather was perfect, but as we climbed higher, it started to get colder. Luckily, we had brought extra layers, so we didn't get too cold. On our way up, we got lost a few times, but thanks to our map, we managed to find the right path again. At the top of the mountain, we got an amazing view of the valley below. We took some pictures and had lunch while enjoying the scenery. After resting for a while, we started to get ready for the hike back down. We didn't want to get caught in the dark, so we hurried back. By the time we reached the base, everyone was exhausted but happy. It was a great day, and I can't wait to get back out there and explore more trails soon. Last week, I decided to give my old clothes to charity. I had so many clothes that I didn't wear anymore, and I wanted to give them to people who needed them. I spent the weekend sorting through my closet, and by Sunday, I had several bags full of clothes ready to give away. My friend offered to give me a ride to the donation center, so I wouldn't have to carry everything by myself. When we arrived, the staff gave us a warm welcome and thanked us for our donation. It felt good to give something back to the community. Afterward, we stopped by a cafe where my friend gave me some advice about a project I had been working on. She always gives great advice, so I was happy to listen. Later that evening, I gave myself some time to relax. I made a cup of tea and gave my favorite book another read. It was a peaceful way to end the day. Sometimes, giving a little can make a big difference. Whether it's giving clothes to charity or giving time to yourself. Last month, I decided to give myself a break and take a short vacation. I had been working hard, and I felt it was time to get some rest. I got a good deal on a beach resort, and gave my boss a heads up that I would be off for a few days. When I arrived at the resort, they gave me a beautiful room with an ocean view. I couldn't believe how lucky I was to get such a great spot. Every morning, I would get up early to watch the sunrise, and give myself time to relax by the beach. The peaceful sound of the waves gave me a sense of calm that I hadn't felt in a long time. One afternoon, I got a chance to meet some other travelers, and we shared stories. They gave me some tips on other great places to visit. As my vacation came to an end, I felt refreshed and ready to get back to work. Sometimes, giving yourself a little break is all you need to get motivated again. Every weekday, I get up at 6 a.m. to start my day. At first, it was difficult to get used to waking up so early, but now it has become part of my routine. After I get up, the first thing I do is stretch and drink a glass of water. It helps me wake up fully and feel energized for the day ahead. Once I'm awake, I get ready by taking a quick shower and preparing breakfast. I like to give myself enough time in the morning so that I don't have to rush. After breakfast, I sit down with a cup of coffee and go over my schedule for the day. This gives me a clear picture of what needs to be done. On weekends, I don't need to get up as early, but I still try to wake up at a reasonable time so I can make the most of my day. Whether it's for work or leisure, getting up early always gives me more time to enjoy my day. It's amazing how a small change in your morning routine can give you a better start. There was a time when I wanted to give up on learning the guitar. I had been practicing for months, but I still couldn't play my favorite songs well. Every time I made a mistake, I felt frustrated and thought about giving up. My fingers hurt, and it seemed like I wasn't making any progress at all. One day, I shared my feelings with a friend who is a great guitarist. He told me that everyone feels like giving up at some point, but the key is to keep going. He gave me some useful tips to improve my practice routine and reminded me to take it step by step. Encouraged by his words, I decided not to give up and continued practicing a little each day. After a few more weeks, I noticed I was finally getting better. The chords that used to be difficult became easier, and I could play through entire songs without stopping. If I had given up back then, I never would have experienced the joy of playing music. Now, I always remind myself that it's okay to struggle, but it's important not to give up.